Grand risings. One thing I've noticed about myself is that when someone is below my level, I'll give them all the information and help them and placate them and really try to bring them up. But when someone is above my level, I'll make it more difficult for them to get on the same page as me and to follow what I'm saying when they're asking to. And that means talking like financially. So that means like basically when I was doing this door knocking, I met this one guy and he told me how much he made. He made less money than me on a monthly basis. So then I started telling him, yeah, you should do this. This is how much you need. This is how much money you need to to buy a house. And I was really just like trying to like pour into him. But then like a couple houses later, this woman's just like, yeah, well, we make more money than you make on a monthly basis. And so then she asked me, how much money do I need to buy a house? And then I just came at her with like this flippant, non-direct answer, like, oh, it's based off of ratios. And I caught myself, I'm like, what? No, man, just tell this lady how much it is. It's $10,000. Like for whatever reason, I was very like, I was trying to make it like, oh, I'm gonna try to teach this woman something she doesn't know. But I wasn't having that same type of conversation with the guy. I was just more like, I'm gonna explain what he doesn't know to him. And that's bad, because really it should be the other way around. So I should be teaching the person who's below my level, and I should be explaining to the people who are above my level, because they need to just like, they're already doing what they're doing. They just need to know how I fit in, where I fit in. Me explaining to them is just whatever. I'll be getting like in my ego, like if I can teach them, that means I can bring them down to my level. And that way I can be like, oh, I'm teaching you something you don't know, and now I'm talking over your head, so you're confused, but I'm about to bring you to the light and show you that, you know, there's some clarity, but you got it from me. And then the people I'm talking down to, I'm like explaining to them so like they can feel a little better about themselves, in the sense like, oh, well, it's okay if you don't know this. I know it for you, so you can rely on me and like bring yourself up. But like I just happen to know this. It's no big deal. And that's flip-flopped. That's definitely the wrong approach for me to be treating people that way. That doesn't make any sense. It should definitely be the other way around. I'm like, I think I've heard in myself that I have this tendency to look up to people who are beneath me or who are no better than me. Which after yesterday, I definitely realized that was exactly what it was. Because I was like, wait a minute, like, why am I trying to like talk? Like, she asked me the same question this dude asked me. Why am I trying to like talk down to this woman? No, that's stupid. Like, and she's more likely to buy a house because she makes more money. So I'm really literally shooting myself in the foot talking down to this woman when I should just be explaining myself. Like, this is like, I'm being like egotistical, like get out of your way, right? Get your head out your ass. That's kind of what I'm talking about when it comes to sales, right? Doing these door knocking things. It definitely calibrates me and makes it seem like, man, like, why are you acting like this? You like, I'm getting a little bit intimidated, so I'm acting like this towards somebody who makes more money than me. But that's not the point. The point is, I'm offering a service of helping her buy a house or sell that house she lives in. She's never done either one of the, well, she's probably bought the house, but she's never done one, like she's never bought the house that she's about to do next. So I just need to like treat her like the way she is, regardless of how much money, if they are on my level or quote unquote beneath my level. And even that is like the wrong viewpoint, because I'm the real estate agent. They're not on my level. I'm above their level on both ends. They just make a little bit more money, so I have some type of like feeling of like, oh, this person makes more money than me, so I don't know. Like, it's just a stupid response to actually my business and me getting results in my business. And it probably carries over into my social life. And I know, I feel like I could see some way that it has something to do with like me and my brother, and how I feel like I'm trying to make more money than him, quote unquote, even though it doesn't matter. Like, he does what he does in his own industry or whatever, in his own industry to make money. I do what I do in my industry to make money. There is no competition. But for whatever reason, I feel like there's a competition between him and I. But it's never been announced or declared or even spoken of. It's just, in my head, it's just like a silent, oh, I got to do a little bit, I got to do better than my brother, my older brother. But that's not that's petty. One, because he'll always be my older brother, regardless of how much money he makes. He makes more than me. That's how much money he makes. But I only know that if he tells me. So like, people aren't going around really telling people how much money they make. I mean, they tell me because that's directly correlated to how much house they can buy. But it doesn't matter per se. So for me to even have that, that's also wrong, because it just, what that means to me is that I'm just too close emotionally, or psychologically rather, to the idea I have in my head of my brother, as if the amount of money that the person who was born before me makes determines my self-worth. If I'm able to make more than them, maybe I'll be the older brother, which is like confused. So there definitely needs to be some like spacing and like separation in that thought process, because it doesn't lead anywhere and it's negative. Because my brother's my older brother, I'm the younger brother, I have my own life. These people who are making more money than me need the same level of service as the people who are making less money than me. I'm shooting myself and my business in the foot by trying to placate the people who are making less money. I guess because they feel like, oh, I'm bigger than you. Man, that's like so stupid, because the people who are actually bigger than you are going to make you bigger. Get it? Like, just get rid of that whole mindset is garbage. You got to replace it with a new one. It's like a outdated software. Like that, whatever platform that's been running on for, however many years, it's just a bad like thing. So it's like the way I treat authority and the way I treat authority figures. Also, what would it be? People who have like gatekeepers or messengers. It's a different word I would think of. However, if you guys watching this video, if you ever thought like any of these similar thoughts or anything like that, and you're just like, man, like, now that he said it out loud, it does sound stupid and petty and non-productive. Drop a comment, right? Start a conversation. Figure out what you could do to let go of this emotion, because you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're not making any more business than you would, because you are holding back quality service from the people who are more than likely to be your clients and customers. And you're probably hanging around with friends who you feel like you're better than, as opposed to you feel like you're equal to, like they're your peers or they're better than you. So you can't get better if you're not around people who are better than you. Remember that. And that's for me too. So y'all drop a comment, like this video. I said something you That was profound. Subscribe to the channel. Get out there.